Well, 9 years wait. Better have been worth the wait. The Accountant 2 is a brand new 2025 action film directed by Gavin O'Connor, starring Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. And I really enjoyed the first Accountant movie from 2016. It was a fun action film, and Ben Affleck's performance really stuck with me. I thought that was probably one of his best performances in years. So, yeah, I was excited for a sequel, but for some reason it just never materialized. It took 9 years to get this movie off the ground. So, was it worth the wait? Let's go ahead and talk about it, starting off with the good, and there's a lot that I really liked here. First of all, Ben Affleck is really fun as the main character once again. He's got a really good character arc throughout this movie. He's got a really good performance. I really enjoy him here. Jon Bernthal as well, given a much bigger role in this movie as compared to his role in the first. In the first movie, he's just kind of a mysterious assassin. And then by the third act, we find out, oh, he's actually Ben Affleck's brother. And they're actually allowed to explore that dynamic in this movie. We're able to see their sibling rivalry, their brotherly bond. And I really loved their chemistry together. They got some really good back and forth banter where Ben Affleck's more the straightforward, I'm going to tell you bluntly what I think, while Jon Bernthal is more of the loose cannon. He wants to get into fights. He wants to beat people up. Where Ben Affleck's like, oh, I'm trying to stay out of this. Yeah, I really love their chemistry here, the way they work with one another. Really fun stuff there. The story here is pretty good. I enjoy the story for the most part. I actually enjoy this better than the first one a little bit, because the first one, the mystery of what's going on is a little predictable in my opinion. I was able to guess both twists pretty quickly watching the first one. But the fact that there's not really many twists here, I didn't mind it. It was a lot more straightforward action thriller, kind of a revenge thriller in some ways because of something that happens in the first 5 minutes that kicks off the story. I really love the revenge angle there, and them trying to figure out who did this, why they did this. Really fun stuff. The action is really good. You get a lot of good action in this movie. You get some good hand-to-hand stuff. You get some obvious gunplay because Ben Affleck's character is a sniper after all. You get some good knife play as well. Not a lot, but there's still some pretty fun knife play. There's a lot of good humor in this movie. I was not expecting to laugh as many times as I did in this movie, but yeah, I found myself laughing quite a few times throughout this film. So, points there. Really love the humor. The pacing really helps this movie as well. This movie is about 5 minutes longer than the first one, but the runtime really runs by because of just how high adrenaline and high stakes this movie is. I just really enjoy what they did here. Yeah, the pacing really helps this movie. Score and soundtrack as well. Really love the score, the soundtrack. And I thought it was kind of amusing, but also really nice the fact that all the children at this place that Ben Affleck's character was semi-raised at all have some kind of X-Men type team going on. Really fun dynamic there. With the character that leads that team. Really fun character. That's about all for the good. On to the bad. And there's a few things I just wasn't a fan of. First of all, I did not care for any of the villains in this movie. They were all pretty basic and weak. I couldn't have told you a single villain's name. And that just kind of bums me out because I mean, I guess the villain from the first movie was going to be a hard act to follow. You had John Lithgow as the villain in the first one, for God's sake. It was going to be a hard act to follow. If you're following John Lithgow ever, your next villain is doomed to fail. That's why Jordan Chase in Dexter Season 5 felt a little forgotten. because they were following John Lithgow's character. But yeah, didn't really care for the villains. And then finally, there's another character in this movie who's, I guess, an assassin. And the entire movie, we got a mystery of who is this, what's their story, and then they actually get the reveal of this character's story, and it's just a little too convoluted, I guess. I didn't care for that character or their backstory. That's about all for the bad. On to the final thoughts. I really enjoyed this movie. I like this better than the first one, honestly. There's some flaws there still, but there's still potential for a third one. The Accountant 2 is a really fun action film. I really enjoyed Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal's banter back and forth. I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on The Accountant 2. What do you think about this movie if you've seen it? As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.